When I'm going home, I immediately think of rest. I think of peace. I think of safety. At home, there's stillness in the Eastern Cape. There's a sense of silence and there's a sense of relief. This is home. I feel home. My name is Qaqamba Ntshinka. I am an Afro-jazz singer. I'm working as a digital marketing specialist. Besides singing, I'm a church girl. I'm a pastor's kid. Currently staying in Cape Town, more originally from the Eastern Cape, in a village called Qaqamba. I came to Cape Town in a very young age because my dad had lost his job in Joburg in the mines. So he eventually got a job in Cape Town. My mother moved to the Eastern Cape full-time in 2020 when my grandmother got sick and she was taking care of her. Eventually she was like, I'm not coming back to Cape Town again. This is where I belong. She was building a home for us so that by the time my dad retires in full-time ministry, then there's a home that side. I come from a family where I am the second born of 3 children and I am the only one that's working. When I went out of matric, I went to go study marketing management at college. I am trying to make a better life for myself and my family because I love music, but I wanted some sort of stability, before pursuing music full time, because I know I don't come from a well-off family. That's also one of the things I always tell people, that grab every opportunity with both hands. And because as a Black child, these opportunities seem far. Here I am working, having a monthly salary, being able to support my family, being able to make an impact, and my music is growing as well. I got nominated for Basadi Music Awards. I believe that dreams do come true, and that's also what I always mention to people, that your dreams are valid, dreams come true. Going home, going home is always exciting. We always take a taxi. All those people in that taxi come from almost the same village, like closer to one another. And that taxi will drop each and every family member in their different households. So it's always great and exciting to drive and go home together with fellow people. My favorite part of the journey, besides food, because I love food, besides food, is to be in touch with nature, because we hardly have that in Elokishini, because it's always populated with shacks, with just no views, no beautiful mountains. But going home, you make a stop where you take pictures because you get in touch with nature and you get that feeling that you are becoming closer to home. You're like, so to go get home, because you can feel it. The energy is different. I know I'm getting close to home. And when I meet the gravel road, and then you see Oronda, those round houses, and then you know that, I'm finally home. That's the time to be excited. I'm finally gonna see my mother. And when you get there, everyone comes out to come help carry the bags. Then there's umakhulu that side, say, "Hi, Qaqamba." We laugh, make jokes, we sing. The first thing we do when we enter the household is to sing a hymn, and we pray together and thank God for traveling mercies. My mother, she cannot sit down. She loves cooking, and she always believed in sharing. That's why you'd see at home always full of people, because that's who she is. And sometimes she'd even take the last thing inside the cupboard and just cook for people to feed. And one of my cousins used to say, "Hayi wena Andana, usesukhuphe neyokugqibela," which means you just take the last just to make sure everyone eats. And cooking has always been part of it all. When we go back home, there's a sheep slaughtered to say welcome back, so we'd make a stew out of that. My mother would start preparing. First thing she'd start to do is to put umngqusho embizeni, and that's where she starts preparing the semp now. And after that, she'd wash the meat, and then she'd add it into a pot, chop the veggies, carrots, spinach, onion, food, meat, nyama. Inyama, that's what we love the most, because umngqusho omhlophe with red meat, it does the trick. It's the most homeliest meal ever. Because when you get home, you know, you can smell that the food will go down nicely without you even tasting the food yet. So the experience would sit around the dining table, and my mother would put the food there. It would smell great. The meat becomes so tender. And we'd eat together, but also no phones allowed on the dining table. It's our chance as family to just sit around and enjoy the food, and to also engage with each other, because I haven't seen my mother in a year, and now will be the time for me to go see her. So we connect over food. It's always exciting to be there at home and to watch my mother being a mother and cooking. A Wonderbag will change my mother's life. Having a Wonderbag would also save her time and not to stand in the pot while she still has to maybe go fetch the sheep, but also to protect the children that are around her, not worried that they're gonna burn something or whatever. So it's gonna do so much change. And also to bring in a style. Everyone in my village will want a Wonderbag after they see it. Because my mother will be like, "Andisabasi bafaz. I'm no longer putting fire, and this is what I use." Everyone will want it. We never really thought these things would be able to happen, where you just leave your pot inside while it cooks by itself. So now it's a completely new thing, and you're bringing a new perspective into our village, and that is exciting. A recipe for change. It will make such a great impact for my community, because my community consists of young people that are not working, older people that are not working, that depend on social grants. And so Recipe for Change will then assist my people to get this bag at an affordable price, to say that you can access things that you thought are expensive, but now you are given an opportunity to access them in the rate that you afford. And so I'm excited about that. And not only that, through Pago, my mother will be able to get her bag in Engom, Ezlalini. I'll order it here in Cape Town and it gets delivered to her. Not only am I excited, I am happy that our people are included and they don't feel forgotten. And they know that someone out there thinks of them, because this is a great initiative and they feel included.